I post videos every Monday and Friday. So if you love the tingles, 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 then please do hit that subscribe button because you are in the right place. Now, mainly my videos are true crime, which I love, but I'm also interested in the paranormal. But if you have any true crime or paranormal cases you'd like me to cover, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to add your suggestions to the list. And yeah, let's get started in tonight's video. So I'm very glad that you can join me on this journey tonight. We'll be diving deeper than ever before into one of the most infamous haunted houses in American history. The Amityville. 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 We'll unravel its chilling history, the real-life tragedy, and the dark legends that followed. So find a comfortable place, take a deep breath, and let the story unfold. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's start with a scene. Imagine you're in a small, peaceful town of Amityville, New York. A town with tree-lined streets, friendly neighbours, and a calm suburban charm. At the heart of this quiet community, there's a house, a large Dutch colonial at 112 Ocean Avenue. The house is charming in its own way, with its its sloped roof, inviting front porch, and those two unusual quarter moon windows on the top floor. They're almost like eyes watching. This house, though beautiful, has a dark secret. It is where a brutal crime and a series of terrifying supernatural events took place. Events that still linger in the minds of many. Let's travel back to November 13th, 1974. Inside this home lived the DeFeo family. DeFeo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I apologise if I got that wrong. Ronald DeFeo Sr., his wife Louise, and their 5 children. They seemed like a typical family, but on that fateful night, something unimaginable happened. Ronald DeFeo Jr., the eldest son, committed a horrific act. Armed with a rifle, he shot and killed his parents and his 4 siblings, one by one, as they slept. When police arrived, they discovered the bodies lying face down in their beds. They were all shot in cold blood. But there was something strange. Despite the loud gunshots, none of the neighbours or other family members in the house heard a single sound. How could that be? The mystery of the silence that night still baffles investigators to this day. But that was just the beginning. Fast forward to just 1 year later. In December of 1975, the house was put back on the market. The Lutz family, George, Kathy, and their 3 children saw the property as an incredible opportunity. The price was unusually low, but the beauty of the house made it irresistible. They thought they were moving into their dream home. But what awaited them inside was a nightmare they couldn't escape. Almost immediately after moving in, the Lutz family, Lutz, did I say Lutz or Lutz? I say Lutz. Family began to experience some strange phenomena. George Lutz woke up every night at 3:15 a.m., the exact same time the DeFeo murders occurred. He would feel a cold presence lingering in the house, watching him. Sometimes he'd hear faint footsteps or the distant sound of a door creaking open, even though he knew everyone was asleep. Kathy Lutz experienced even stranger things. She began to have vivid nightmares about the murders. Night after night, she would wake up drenched in sweat, her heart racing, haunted by the images of the DeFeo family's final moments. She swore she could feel someone or something touch her while she slept. Their children also began to change. Their daughter Missy spoke of an imaginary friend she called Jodie, but Jodie wasn't just any friend. Missy described her as a pig-like creature with glowing red eyes. She said Jodie would visit her at night, sitting on the windowsill watching her. The strange occurrences escalated. George, once a calm and rational man, became increasingly obsessed with the house. He would sit by the fireplace for hours staring into the flames, almost as if something was drawing him in. Some nights he'd venture down to the basement, where he discovered a small room hidden behind a false wall. This room, painted completely red, gave him a feeling of overwhelming dread. It felt as though something dark was trapped inside. He became convinced the fireplace and this hidden room was somehow connected to some some dark force within the house. The temperature inside the house would drop suddenly. Ice cold spots would appear in random rooms. The family's health started to deteriorate. Kathy developed strange welts on her body, as if she'd been scratched or burned by something unseen. And then there was the slime. One day, as they walked through their home, they noticed a strange green slime oozing down the walls. It appeared in random places, thick, sticky, and smelling of sulphur. The windows would slam shut on their own. The doors would lock and unlock by themselves, and the furniture would move as if guided by an invisible hand. The more time they spent in the house, the worse it got. The Lutz family began to feel trapped, as if the house didn't want them to leave, but after just 28 days they couldn't take it anymore. They fled in the middle of the night, leaving everything behind, furniture, clothes, and even food on the table. But the story doesn't end there. After the Lutz family fled, paranormal investigators entered the house to document the strange occurrences. One of the most famous photos captured during this investigation was of a young boy peering out from behind a doorframe. The boy, who many believe to be the spirit of one of the DeFeo children, has haunted imaginations ever since. But the Amityville story has been surrounded by controversy. Many believe the Lutz family exaggerated or even fabricated their experiences as a way to profit off the tragic murders that took place in the home just a year prior. Critics have pointed out inconsistencies in their story, as some investigators concluded that the haunting was a hoax. Even so, the story of the Amityville Horror House has persisted. The book, The Amityville Horror, written by J. Anson, became a bestseller in 1977. It was later adapted into a popular film franchise, keeping the legend of the house alive for generations. But skeptics or not, people are still fascinated by the idea that the house could be haunted, or worse, cursed. Some say the land itself is a source of evil. According to local legends, the house sits on what was a Native American burial ground, and the spirits were disturbed long before the DeFeo murders. As you stand outside the house, in your mind's eye, you see those strange eye-like windows staring back at you, almost as if they're waiting for something. The house looks so ordinary, but you can feel it, that cold sense of unease creeping into your bones. You ask yourself, could it be true? Could there really be something evil in the house? Some believe that whatever haunted the Lutz family never truly left. Others say it was all an elaborate tale. But as you stand there, you feel it, that tinge of fear, because deep down you know that some places hold on to their secrets, and sometimes they never let go. Thank you for joining me on this long and eerie journey through the house of the Amityville Horror House. Whether you believe in ghosts, curses, or simply the power of suggestion, one thing is for certain. This house has left a lasting mark on those who dare to enter. As you drift off to sleep tonight, let the story linger and let your mind wander to the mysteries of the unknown. I'm not sure what I think about this story. This stuff does intrigue me. I do find it really fascinating. It is very interesting. Is it true? I don't know. Part of me would love to do some like paranormal investigations. I'm not sure if I'd be too scared or not. But this stuff does interest me. I do love these kind of shows and stuff like that. I think I'd like to give it a go at least once, like do like a ghost hunt or something. Maybe not, I don't know. It interests me. I mean, that sounds terrifying if that's all true. I mean, even just the thought of it is quite true. Quite scary. I'm not sure. I think I kind of lose it with the slime coming down the walls. I don't know. That could be true, I guess, but I don't know. Either way, it's still a very